it probably goes without saying that I'm very embedded in F1 news. A, because I can't half like anything. Anything I like, it needs to become the personality. I obsess over it, which I know you can relate to. But also B, because of this podcast. So I do spend a lot of time reading and learning what's going on and like staying up to date on various things. Yet I can find zero information about Ferrari's development plans. Ferrari is the fourth fastest car in the field, and it looked like the Alpine could have been faster at points this weekend. They have zero reliability right now. Charles is DNF'd in 2 of the 3 races. And I've spent a lot of time in prep for this recording trying to find, okay, what's their plan? I wanted to be able to come here and discuss their development plan and when we're going to see things, because I can tell you right now that we're going to see things from Mercedes and Imola, and we're going to see stuff from McLaren just next race at Baku. Like the teams that are struggling besides Ferrari, I feel like I know what the deal is. What is going on with the Ferraris? I wasn't able to find it anywhere. Please tell me you were able to find something.
I was not. I was also looking up just any kind of inkling that was from a reliable source and wasn't just like we heard this from this. And like I could not find a quote from anybody from Ferrari discussing potential plans. So I know we're like, what's going on at Ferrari? I kind of think Ferrari is also like, what's going on at Ferrari? Like, I think
there's no quote because there's no plan.
Because there's no plan, or there's so many plans that there isn't one, and there's maybe like one room that maybe they know, and there's like a whiteboard where there's like 4 plans. Plan A, plan B, plan C, plan D. And and everyone is just outside being like, we don't know. Except for those people in the room. And those people in the room are not talking to anybody. Who are those people? I have no idea. It's like the puppets of the prancing horses. But I don't think anyone really knows.
That would be such a change for Ferrari. I'm just so used to us knowing everything about Ferrari. And because everything leaks or everything's communicated or at least something is made up, so then they have to correct the story. Like for first time in a long time, for my yellow sector notes later, I had to struggle to find a note about Ferrari. There's normally so much going on. I genuinely, I know they brought a small upgrade to Jeddah, but that's not we've really slid back, here's the plan.
I don't know if it was, and just like Charles it's hard to even have him as like part of the conversation besides just being like, power unit, like this is still a thing, and we're not here to speculate like what's going on with him and if where he's driving, anything like that, but just like there's not, can't even have the performance of his car as like a real discussion of like where they're at, because we haven't seen it.
Right. When we were creating the show notes, and we were like, well, we definitely have to talk about Ferrari because it's a big deal that Ferrari is the 4th, maybe 5th fastest car right now for the last 2 races. Like, that's a big deal. They've really slid back. And then we were both like, okay, we'll go research like what the plan is, like make this a pot. I'm glad it wasn't just me that couldn't find anything, because Ferrari, tell us the plan. Are you abandoning the car concept? Like, someone tell us what's going on.
It'll be interesting when we finally do get some kind of statement upgrade and just like some acknowledgement of something. It kind of also feels like when the FIA like finally makes a decision, I feel like that's kind of gonna be like this similar thing of when Ferrari lets us know when they're gonna update the car or something. And if maybe Charles gets the upgrade and not Carlos, well, will we see it do anything? We don't know. Like, it doesn't. It's so frustrating because they're Ferrari. They're supposed to be up at the front. It should be a no-brainer. And I'm just every weekend like, hello, what's happening?
What's going on? Gridwalk, the show that's just constantly asking for better PR and communications.
It's not that hard.
I would be fine if they were even lying to us. Like, this is the plan. Like, I couldn't even find, to your point, a quote that was like anything.
Yeah, lips are really tied at Ferrari. And it's more concerning to me than it is like, oh, they got something good. Like, yeah. I don't know. I don't have a good feeling about the lack of communication.
Yeah. Well, I'll give the positive spin, even though I feel exactly how you're feeling. Maybe it's showing that Fred is able to make an actual impact on the team. If he's able to come in there and actually keep everyone at Ferrari tight-lipped, that's impressive to me.
And
I don't know if that's what's actually happening.
Right. But let's play in the world of that is what's happening. It would be, wow, he's really following through. It's exactly all he was talking about before fully starting and in the middle of the off season of communication is a big problem. Communication, this, that. And yeah, I think Ferrari being Ferrari and Italian media and, people who know people, like, things can get out and people can say things. But you know what? When you have a leader who's really serious about that and says they're going to crack down on and, make it a tight, well-run ship. But I don't feel like that's what's happening. But sure, I hope for Ferrari that is what's happening. Charles, last year Max DNF'd in Bahrain and Australia. So
hang on to that for you. Look, you have a long F1 spring break. Hang on to that.
Oh, I mean, I wasn't thinking
Charles fans.
To clarify, I don't feel that way, and don't believe that will happen. But just to ha ha ha. Thank you so much for listening to this segment from episode 11 of Gridwalk. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more videos. Also, you made it this far in the video. Go check out the full podcast. Go listen to the rest of it. You can click right here for the full thing.